You know, in my journey to and through CRNA school, I've been blessed with some of the best mentors in the game. And no, I'm not sharing them. But what I will share is some tips and tricks, right? Because mentors help to lay the foundation for success sometimes, right? They help to guide us on paths that we're not aware of. So, 5 tips to help you cultivate your mentor-mentee relationship. All right, tip number 1. Oh, the snow. You have to be willing to go where the mentors are, right? So that might be conferences, AANA, your state anesthesia organization, diversity CRNA, wherever it is. Like, you're most likely not going to find a CRNA just sitting on your couch at home, right? So you may have to get up, maybe spend money, go to conferences, mix and mingle. And what I'll say is a lot of people go to conferences and they meet other nurses and they make connections and they bond, but they're really bad at talking to the CRNAs that are there, program directors, state PID, whoever, just make those connections. Same with SRNAs, go where they're at. It may be an open house, it may be, social media. You have to be willing to take the leap and contact people, right? Because those connections are not going to form by themselves. You have to put in a little bit of work. Step number 2, come prepared, right? So if you've met these people, you've talked to them, you gave them the rundown of your story, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's great. We can talk about these things and see blah, blah, blah. If you sit down and you have a meeting, even before you have a meeting, if you know you were going to go somewhere where you're going to meet people who you may want to mentor you and you want to address your grades, your resume, your personal statement, then you need to have those things accessible and ready and in a good format for them to be able to review, because you never know, someone might have time right there, right that second. And if you say, oh yeah, I'll get it to you, and then you don't get it to them for 2 weeks, they probably had 10 other people who wanted to mentor them who, were ready, right? So you need to come prepared, you need to be organized, and you need to be able to present what you need help with, right? And please don't come to people with questions that you can find the answers to on Google. It just looks bad. Research the schools, research the CRNA profession. Don't ask basic questions. Step number 3, you want to stay in contact, right? Maintain contact, but don't overdo it, right? These are people, they're working, they're in school, they're whatever. So there's a balance. You have to stay in contact, right? Especially if you set out a timeline of goals, or if you're hitting, different landmarks and you pass your CCRN, you got an interview, you should be contacting them and letting them know, right? Keeping them updated. But you don't want to over contact them. You should be hitting them up every 2 seconds, ask them questions, because it can be off-putting. Number 4, show gratitude. Again, these people are taking time out of their lives to help you when they don't have to. A simple thank you. It doesn't have to be a card every other day. It doesn't have to be presents at every milestone. But let them know that they're appreciated, right? And like that, keeping them updated on the progress is part of that, because they're investing in you and they want to see you succeed. And the last step, I would just say, throughout the whole interaction, the best mentor-mentee relationships are the most authentic ones, right? So be authentic, be genuine, and pay it forward, From the beginning, when you first meet them, let them know your goals, be true, don't lie, don't make things up, get to know them as people and not just someone who can help elevate your position. And then when you get where you want to be, make sure you reach back and pay it forward, because someone out there is going to need you just like you needed that mentor before you.